Andre here from Firefly Farm in Mercantile, and we are going to talk about a wonderful heirloom pumpkin, or an heirloom squash. Has anybody ever seen a cheese squash before, or a cheese pumpkin? Well, this is a very famous type, very notable skin or rind. It sort of has these deep golden tan tones to it, nicely lobed or ribbed as you go around, and has a remarkable flesh, which we will find out in a second. But first, a little bit about this Long Island cheese squash. It's available from a few different seed outlets. We do sell Seed Saver Exchange Seeds as one of our top lines, and they have had this in their lineup for as long as we've been selling seeds with them. But as a child, you would see pumpkins like this in New England for good reason, and it's something that was very popular throughout New York, Long Island, New England, the Northeast. And this pumpkin first came around somewhere in the 1800s. It's written about in 1806 and was documented. And a gentleman by the name of Ken Ettlinger is responsible for helping to preserve this pumpkin. For when he was a boy in the 1950s, they would go pick up their cheese pumpkins and they would make soups or pies with it. That was very typical. It was good for roasting or baking. Anything you do with a pumpkin in general, you can do with this Long Island cheese squash. And we'll open it up in a minute and take a look at it inside because we're gonna roast this guy. But in the 1970s, Ken has grown up. He's not a boy anymore. He's probably in his 30s at this time. And he notices that, hey, he cannot find these anywhere. So he wanted to start saving seeds. And in the in 2012, he teamed up with Stephanie Gaylor on Long Island. She's a farmer. And they created the Long Island Regional Seed Consortium. And now you can find this Long Island cheese squash and other similar ones from a lot more seed sources than you've used to be able to. So Ken and Stephanie, we applaud your work. Now, let's get eating here and see what we have. With any pumpkin, how do you slice? Do you go this way? Do you go this way? Well, we're gonna roast this. It's gonna be quartered, so it doesn't really matter which way we go and slice it. So we're just gonna go this way. Just because it's down, it's nice and easy. I'm gonna go right through the rind here. It's a little hard because it's December and it's been off the vine for some time. Oh, love the smell of pumpkin. So as we get in here, let's take a look and see what we have. Now, I'm gonna open it right up and we're gonna see some marvelous color and marvelous flesh. And this is what you're looking for. Delicious. So what we'll do is we're gonna take one to the side and we're gonna take the other one, and it's gorgeous seeds. There's a lot of seeds in here, and chances are it's probably hybridized with something else in a pumpkin patch because this was grown with various other pumpkins. And it's one that we have grown on and off for years and enjoyed it. And this one came local here in Cashton from a local flower farmer who likes to decorate with pumpkins. And she had them for sale, and I said, oh, I didn't grow any this year. I need to have one. So this is it. She brought me 3, and it was a good trade. She wanted bunny tail flowers, or bunny tail grass, and I was happy to trade seeds with her. So, but let's just open it up and just get a feel for what you can see this flesh is like. Now, certain pumpkins and squashes you can eat raw, and it's okay. And this one's okay. It's smooth, it bakes really well. It has sort of a nice crumbly texture to it, and you can taste the fresh pumpkin, a little sweetness to it, and it's not bad. It really is quite delicious raw. Some pumpkins are very smooth and you can eat them raw, almost like a cantaloupe. This one's probably not quite that way, but still very delicious. So if you're looking to expand your pumpkin selection and to try something maybe a little different, I would encourage you, check us out, fireflyfarmandmercantile.com. and you can pull up Long Island cheese squash. Thanks.